This is Dave Trumbo for GoMustangSports.tv. I'm here with Coach Jason Gardner. We had unbelievable 2 5-set matches today. First against Stevens. And I wanted to ask you, Jason, you switched the rotation around a little bit to get Tim in the 4. Why?
Yeah, I think it's to get him up there kind of right away, get him involved. I wanted him to kind of match up too against their big, opposite in Kobe Sherman. We've done it, on and off throughout the year. But it's just to get him going, right? We kind of go as he goes, and the sooner we can get him up there to start taking some swings, I think the better off we are.
Well, Tim had 55 swings. And I think he broke his record. I forgot how many because I know he had 36 in that last one and 7th best in NCAA history. Yeah. But I also wanted to ask you, Stevens does not come out in their starting lineup. They're playing their second and third string. This is a conference match. What was the response from you and your kids when they saw who was playing against them?
Yeah, kind of going into it, we were not sure what their lineup was going to be. They've played different lineups. They have a really deep gym, right? So they have a lot of guys that get in there. So the focus always coming out was just on our side. And, when we kind of saw what was coming out in the first set, it was, hey, if you want the guys that you want to play against, come out, take the first set and we'll see them. And, that's what happened. But they did a good job coming just ready to play whoever.
Yeah, by the third set, they had everyone in. So it looks like, or has it just happened, have you guys been working on using the middle? Because you're getting no production out of the middle, and then today RC has a career high and had over 10 kills.
Yeah, it's always been something we've been working on in practice. It's definitely been a work in progress for us from the start of the year, and I think today is just kind of a nice sign that, the progress has been there, right? Our blocking out of the middle is, improving as well as we continue to go forward. But, we're so pin heavy that it's great seeing RC get some opportunities today. And, he made the most of those chances that he had, putting them away. And, he's just, a freshman, so he's just out there having fun, getting after it.
Well, everybody's looking at tape. They see his stats. They see both middle stats. I'm saying, we're going to single block that guy and just keep our pin blockers on your pins. Mm-hmm. And they're saying, please set the middle. And you guys did and really took advantage of it in both matches. I also wanted to ask you about serving. So you're going to have to hit hard, Mm-hmm. But the serving was much better in the second match than the first. Was there anything said about that?
No. I think the guys kind of no, right? It's kind of one of those things as a coach. If you mention it, then the more they're kind of thinking about it. Right. We know we had to be aggressive against Stevens, trying to get them out of system. With how good they are in system, we had probably a few more errors against Stevens than I would have liked. But it's just the same kind of mindset of being aggressive, going after, hitting our best serve, trying to get them out of serve receive that we always kind of go in with against Randolph-Macon there in the second one.
Stevens, they don't make nearly as many service errors. Is that because they feel like their defense will stop you even if we serve fairly easy? Is that their thought?
Yeah, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're really confident in their block, right? They got 6'6", 6'7", 6'3", 6'4" across the net sometimes when they're out there. But they're such a good, defensive, scrappy team as well that they're confident, I think, in that. I think that kind of worked to our advantage, though, kind of let us play, in our side-out game, kind of whatever we wanted to do. We were able to run the middles. We were able to get Ryan Thinnell going, on the right side, too. He had a great game there against Stevens.
So how about Ryan Thinnell? So it looked like a quad. He had the gun on his quad. What was his injury?
Yeah, I think it's just a long day. He's just kind of feeling it. Yes. We still got a lot of season to go too. Sure. But Brian, I think, did a really good job kind of stepping in. In the emergency there, and he did a good job blocking for us. Had to put away a couple balls. So, I think it was good overall for us.
Mm-hmm. And Christian Taylor and you played together.
Yeah.
So now you're coaching against. So was it any different coaching against him, knowing him as well as you do?
Yeah, it's fun seeing him there on the other side. We got to play, one season here at Stevenson together. And I have a lot of respect for him. He's, I think, a great coach, a really smart guy, and I think he has those guys playing really well. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in the ODAC inaugural championship, and hopefully getting a chance to then go on to the NCAA tournament. But yeah, Christian's great. It's fun coaching against him. We kind of think in the same way too.
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you, Jason. This has been Dave Trumba for GoMac Sports TV.